Hi peeps, I'm Ariel Grace, and today we are going to talk about the Lernaean Hydra. Yes, it's a mythical creature. So, after the Anunnaki arrived on Earth, or extraterrestrials arrived on Earth, they started to seed the planet, and they came here for resources. They were attracted to the resources that Earth had, and so they needed help getting some of these resources. And so they started creating different creatures to help them as the perfect slave. Well, on the way to the perfect slave, which became humans, the ETs created different creatures. Some by whoops, and some of it by, oh yeah, we meant to do that. So I've talked about the chimera, and I've also spoke about Pegasus, and I'll be speaking about like some more of the mythical creatures, but the Lernaean Hydra was something that I thought was very interesting. So it is like, it was created by the Anunnaki, and by Typhon and Echidna. I think that's how you say her name. So they created the Lernaean Hydra. The Lernaean Hydra is a monstrous, multi-headed, poisonous monster. It is the most dangerous creature in mythology, with poisonous breath, poisonous blood. It's the air around it was poisonous because it was just like, ugh, awful, right? And you couldn't kill it. I mean, well, you could, but every time you tried to chop off one of its heads, or got one of its heads chopped off, two grew in its place. So there are different stories about how many heads it actually had by the time Hercules got to visit her. But I find it very interesting too that a lot of these creatures, these monstrous creatures, are female. I don't know. Anyway, she was the guard of the entrance of the underworld, or one of the entrances of the underworld, at Lake Lerna. Okay, so and archaeologists have been over near Lake Lerna, and they have discovered some really cool things there, and also they're dating it to, it's like the second oldest site. It's older than the Mycenaean Argos, which is very ancient. Like it's been there for a while, and it's still like the same type of area. It hasn't changed archaeology or mineralogy or geology. So none of that really has changed. And so they were able to go over there and dig around and find some really cool stuff. So if you Google Lake of Lerna and check out the things that they found out about the area, it's actually pretty interesting. So the Lernaean Hydra was created by the Anunnaki, or extraterrestrials, to guard this gate to the underworld, or what we can call the underworld. And the creature was actually adopted by the goddess Hera, who is the wife of Zeus. And she is the goddess of marriage and stability and family. And so she is that entity. So Hera adopted the Hydra and, taught it how to be fierce and, mean and kind of protective. And so she did this to slay the demigod Hercules. Hercules was Zeus's son from another lady. And so that's why Hera felt the need to punish Hercules. Yes, she couldn't punish her husband because she was the goddess of family, marriage, and stability. crazy Greek mythology, right? Anyway, so slaying the Hydra was Hercules' his second labor. He had originally 10 labors, but he ended up with 12. And one of the reasons is because his nephew, Iolaus, helped him kill the Hydra. Um, Iolaus was, he was inspired by Athena, goddess of wisdom and strategy and war. She inspired Iolaus to tell Hercules that when they cut the Hydra's heads off, they needed to seal the area with heat. And so Hercules and Iolaus did that. So Hercules would chop and Iolaus would seal the wound so heads wouldn't shoot up again. So they were able to take out the Hydra. And when they did that, Hercules dipped his arrows in the Hydra's venom so that his arrows would always kill whoever it was that he was shooting at. So Hera, distraught over losing her adopted creature, she threw the creature up into the cosmos, and that's why we have the Hydra constellation in the sky. So there's the story of the Hydra. And if I find out more, I'll add to this. All right. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. There's more to come. And I'll see you Sunday night. Have a wonderful week. Keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. Bye.